Salutations. I'm the Fox fan, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable. Oh. Yes, WASD. Come on. There we go.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yes, we know. Oh, I've backed myself into a wall. Okay.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm going to follow you this time, Mr. Narrator person. But I'm not going to do everything you say, because fuck you. But I think I know which endings I'm going for in this one. My friend Richard wanted me to do more of this.
Came to a
Hi, Richard.
Doors,
yeah.
entered the door and left.
So more Stanley Parable for you. You can go thank Richard. What is this?
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips for not getting fired. Talk less.
Stanley
Shut
decided
up.
to go up to his boss's office.
Do a
hoping
Okay,
he might
I wasn't
find
finished
an
reading
answer
that.
there.
Ooh, broom closet. Can I go back in there? I want to go back in there.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Fine. There's nothing else there. We went downstairs, didn't we?
Staircase,
Yeah.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yes, I know. Thank you. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, executive. No. I'm not allowed in there. Apparently I'm not high enough up the chain. Okay. There's wait, there's an ending I can get by doing... Hold on just a second. No, that wasn't it.
Stepping in.
Aha, okay. So I've got another, there's another ending by doing that, I think. I still can't get in there. I'm not sure what I do now, though, because I fucked it up. Well, no, I didn't fuck it up. That's what you're supposed to do, but I'm not sure where you go. No. It's the broom closet. Because all these doors didn't close behind me this time. Okay. This is the escape pod ending, but it's like glitched out or something. Like there's something wrong with it. Because now I can go all the way back here, which I shouldn't be able to do. Hello. I shouldn't really be able to do that. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you do, and then you go down here. Oh. Loading. Probably have to remove that because it fucks up my webcam. Okay. You are now leaving. Woo! Escape pod. Okay, I've got to go upstairs. Yeah, this is the escape pod ending. It's glitched. I don't know if it's... I don't know if it's meant to be like this, because... Oh my god, I went the wrong way. Nothing happens. Like, I don't know if there's meant to be an ending here. All I know is, like, obviously the narrator's disappeared. And then you go to the escape pod, but nothing happened. Well, spoilers. We're going to see it in about 30 seconds anyway, but there's not really anything... I don't see the point in this ending, really, but it's just one of the ones that... Come on. I can't see a bloody thing. There we go. Oh, can I not just get the elevator? This is boring. Up we go. More stairs. Okay. 7:58. Oh, God. We're almost there. 2 more flights of stairs. God, I'm going to be nice and fit by the end of this one, aren't I? Okay. 1 more floor. Here we are. Escape pod launch bay. Oh shit. Escape. Okay. Oh, there we go. Here's the escape. Yeah. And there you have it. The most pointless ending in the Stanley Parable. That was pointless.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit.
Oh.
Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Okay, I'm actually going to go into my boss's office this time. Not fuck it up. Here we go.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean?
I need the key.
Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety...
I can't believe I remembered the code.
So he relaxed for a few moments.
No.
With some calming New Age music.
No. Oh, God. I remembered the code from watching other people play it, and I wanted to get on with the game.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I didn't want to waste your guys' time by lingering around. I'll let him talk next time, though, so that you get to hear what he has to say. Is there a way I can screw this up? No? No, I don't think so. Okay, going down.
Ascending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Of course.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay, well, let's go find us some answers then.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, yeah, no.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this...
I just realised my cat's
Stanley
behind me
would
again,
meet his
isn't he?
violent death.
Hello? You alright? Good boy. You being nice and quiet during my recording? Yeah, good boy. Don't mind me, just,
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yep. The door's closed now? No. Geronimo!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Oh dear.
he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Nope.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss.
Well, why can I not just jump over there? There's a thing here, can I go over there?
He resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Yep.
Farewell, Stanley.
Hi. Oh.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was
Who the
led
fuck are you?
helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh, at least it wasn't painful then, I guess. Oh, maybe not. But if you could just release me at the bottom, then why would it matter? What the hell is this?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back
Yep.
in his office, as alive as ever.
The
What
Stanley
exactly did the
Parable.
narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Don't know.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making
True.
life the same.
How
Do you
profound.
see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the
Yeah.
moment he hit start?
Well, I know that. Stanley's computer. Yeah, so this is the museum ending, and it's just shows you all the devs creative patterns and all their various skins that they went through trying, and there's the layout of the office. 2 doors. What's this? Filing cabinets. Office computers. Can I play with those? Yeah, I can. So obviously I'm going to. Yeah, here's the credits as well. There's the creators. I'll just go that the impeccable Kevin Brighting. Yeah, I thought it was Kevin Brighting as the narrator. So yeah, just leave that there for a second so you guys can go and research if you want to, like, go play the game for yourself, go find it, go look up these wonderful people. Ooh. Button sounds. Okay, what we got in here? Don't want to waste too much time in this because it will take a while. The maintenance room. So it's got, yeah, concept artwork. That's something they cut out apparently. They were gonna... Early in development we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would be sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realised shortly after building it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game, plus some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Well, even if you do make fun of it, you know, everyone knows that parodies are one of the best things. Oh yeah, that was how they came up with it. Like they showed that. This is how they showed the game to other people. To try and get people to invest in it, I think. The lounge, even though the lounge is blue and actually completely different. What's this? Oh, that's the phone. Yeah, that reminds me, actually, I need to do that ending as well, the phone ending. There's 2 phone endings, actually. One where you unplug the phone and one where you don't unplug the phone. What's this? The game is now... Oh, yeah, it's the pause menu. Okay, what's this? Zending levers. These levers were originally part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what colour lever they would pull. Okay, yeah, the Zending ones with the colour room, isn't it? But I didn't spend much time in there. Trailers. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each to convey something about the spirit of the game. This first one, it's released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is preparing a new version. Okay. Is there supposed to be sound, or...? There's no narration? Okay, we're done with that, that's boring. I've confused myself. Ah, here we go, exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Shut up.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Yes.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Nope.
Push escape and press quit.
No.
There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Ouch. That sounded painful. Sorry, Stanley. But it had to be done. The viewers want to see the endings.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I know! It's because no one's there. Oh, hello. I'm trying to do this ending as well as I go. By turning off the computers and putting input into them. Oh, hello. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that. But there is an ending that's to do with that. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
I'm just going to ignore him at this point.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
There we go. The cursor was being weird, sorry about that.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah. Button!
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
It's the Matrix!
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he the strength to find out?
There we go.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an
427, there's my cubicle.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
True. Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
I think I'm just gonna ignore you.
Would dismantle the controls. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Yes.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls
press the big red
off
button.
and leave.
I want it.
If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh,
In
crap.
the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode,
No.
eliminating the entire complex.
No.
How long until detonation then? Let's say Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you.
Okay, 1, 2.
Where we're going. What all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Oh, fuck, that's 4.
A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Okay.
I erased them.
Why?
I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
But I'm not alone.
I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing.
Well,
Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
well,
I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
yay!
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
No.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
I pressed
Or
all the
did you
buttons.
just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen
Yep.
to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten?
Yes.
Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy.
Don't break it.
You wanted to control this world, that's
What? Oh, you
I'm
broke
going to
it. Oh,
destroy
come
it
on.
first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30
Goodbye.
seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending. Just you being blown to pieces.
No.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully?
No.
Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I
No!
will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Fuck you. Yeah. I quite like that ending, actually. I'm pretty sure there's no way out of that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Hang on.
Perhaps he had simply missed
I can hear it's
No
raining.
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Which one's the one that needs input? It must be in the other room. Where's the input one? Oh, come on. What are you doing? Open the door. Thank you. Where's the computer that needs the input? Is it in the other room? It's apparently raining outside and in the game now. That's annoying. I can't find any more that need input because I don't. The computer on the last one, it was input 2.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room,
Yep.
and Stanley knew it perfectly
I know.
well.
I'm going to a
Perhaps
specific
he wanted
ending.
to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Of course.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Shut up.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Uh-huh.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Okay.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Well, I should hope so. It's called
There's
The
someone
Stanley
you've been
Parable.
neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Why?
Not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Ooh, who's her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
Okay.
To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Okay.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
Yes.
Now, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
Well, I walked
You
up to it and
actually
pressed the button.
chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. But let me double check.
Well, I didn't choose it correctly. I chose to do what I wanted to do because
It's definitely
I'm
here,
awesome.
Clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
Well, that doesn't happen
Not
anyway.
Picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. Mm-hmm. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything.
Well-
I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second.
I'm not Stanley, am
Did
I?
just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? Mm-hmm. You're not Stanley.
No.
You're a real person.
Yes.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices.
Well,
and
yeah.
to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely.
Oh,
It's as though
no,
you
that would be
completely
devastating.
ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well,
No.
I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Yeah.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life
This is
for
very much like
citizens
Fallout,
of
isn't
impoverished
it?
third world nations.
Fallout special
Or he could systematically set fire
series.
to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time
Yeah.
should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to have a back sack and crack. Okay. Yep. I'm still a real person. Yes, I did practice. You can carry on now. And I'm not with another person either.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8?
Probably.
Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the
Thank you.
feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay.
Ah, Welcome back.
Oh dear.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. What choice am I making again?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
You were fine with it last time.
No sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Thank you. Where am I supposed to be going? I'm going back to the employee lounge, apparently.
Almost there.
Okay.
You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
But, no, okay. I don't want that, though.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
Okay.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh, I think it's way too late. I can't. I bet I've broken it now anyway.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what?
I was
what
bored.
did you get out of that?
It was funny.
What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do?
Wow.
Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now
Stairs.
incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know.
Probably not.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I...
Can I drive
No,
this?
I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh. But I was enjoying it. No. I think I broke it. Ah, yeah. Here we go.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
Yep.
It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Aww.
What, did you think that would be funny?
Yep.
You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
Well, no.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
No.
That there's a world outside of you? You're
Really?
a child.
Aw. No, I'm not.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
Got so far and in the
Behave
air.
exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Are you just going to keep restarting until I do that?
Behave exactly
Fine.
as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Fine,
I'm quite sure
fine.
you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. There we go. Oh, shit. There we go. Well, I don't want to play the game the right way.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
That's
Coming to a staircase,
I don't want to
Stanley
play the
walked
game the right
upstairs to
way.
his
Come
boss's
on.
office.
Really? Oh.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again
Okay.
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to
yeah.
it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115.
Night Shark
Was this the code
115.
to open the door?
Maybe.
Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. I think.
Stanley spoke the code.
No.
Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver right there
Oh,
on the
poor
wall.
panda. What? Oh. Yeah, well I can't, sorry. I have no voice apparently.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
No?
Please speak the code into the receiver.
No.
Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I know, but I can't, I'm sorry. I tried.
Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story
Well,
seriously.
good for Stanley.
If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell
You
you
wouldn't
wanted
let me.
over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Well, I would, but yeah, okay. Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door.
Oh, there's Stanley.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me?
Oh, yeah, I like this ending. It's sad, though.
Is everything all right?
Poor narrator. I kind of feel bad
This
for
is
him.
important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please.
Nope.
Choose.
Can't anymore. You kicked me
Do
out.
something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this.
Oh, the elevator bossa nova by Ben Sound. I use Ben Sound music in mine.
Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
Oh, I feel bad for the
As
narrator.
much time as you need.
Without a player inside him, he can't do anything. Aww. I do like the Not Stanley ending. But now I've got to go back and do the actual ending where I don't unplug the phone. Hello. This is different.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
Nope.
this was not the correct
I
way
know.
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Yes,
well.
yes, I know.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, I know what I'm doing.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your
I'll do it
work
right this time.
aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to...
I picked up the phone. Oh, that's bright. Hi then.
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
Yep.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha.
Shut up.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna go there.
Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Yeah.
They want to commit their life to you. I'm
No.
trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No, I want to go down here.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Oh. Fine. Do it your way. Why is there a chair in the middle
This
of
is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
No.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow.
I'm
He has
not.
a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he
I
pushes
have to press
is a
buttons.
reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Okay. Oh.
Look at him there, pushing buttons.
Well, you told
doing
me to.
exactly what he's told to do.
hello.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
Am I?
Now
Ooh,
he's
food.
going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
I did not choose this. It won't let me use my number pad.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press V to watch television. What are we watching? Doctor
And
Who?
so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Did it? Spend time with the boys. Oh, I've got
So
kids,
he
apparently.
went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Yep. Press E to prepare dinner. See, that's me cooking for the wife.
As he wandered through this fantasy world,
Can't cook
he
in a
began
filing
to fill
cabinet,
it with
though.
many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
The Stanley Parable. Press 0 to tell your kids a story. Okay.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Press G to tell your wife you love her.
But there is no answer.
Oh.
How could there possibly
Oh,
be?
that's sad.
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Sleepy
And I'm
time.
trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't
Well-
stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. So I'm not pressing it, but it won't let me progress if I don't.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
Yes, I can
How
hear
can I
you.
tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
I'll be
And I
lucky.
tried again.
Maybe this
Stanley pushed a
time
button.
you'll
And I tried
stay.
again. And Stanley pushed a button.
Please die. That's not very nice. Maybe I don't want to. I assume I died. Whew. Okay, I think the last ending is me actually just listening to the guy and doing everything that I'm
How long was I
supposed to.
sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
I can't figure out that end. Well, I probably could if I tried. Hi, Cobweb.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Hi.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did I? Yeah.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I actually did. Can't get in the executive bathroom yet. I have been in there when I've played the game before. Oh! Hello. Yeah! I have no reflection. Am I a vampire? Apparently. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Okay. Extreme bathroom. Oh. It's quite a nice little bathroom, really. I'd quite like to have a little bathroom like that. It's bigger than my actual bathroom. Okay. I'm going here. Huh. Okay.
Here's the door, just go.
Oh. Okay. Even the narrator's given up on the game at this point. There we go. I was wondering why it wasn't doing anything. I was like, why? Right, here we go. Oh, that doesn't sound healthy.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Button!
Lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yes.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the
427.
number of an employee in the building.
Hey, there's my little
Stanley's
cubicle.
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I'm going backwards. Oh, that one got fired. Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Yes.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
Yeah.
That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Okay, on we go.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
Pirate?
His own life in someone else's
Pirate?
control?
That says pirate.
Never. It was unthinkable.
Okay.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Okay, well, I'm
And as
going to press the
cold
button to
reality
turn it
of his
off this
past
time.
began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
No.
For he would dismantle the controls once
Ah!
and for all.
There we go. Did we do it? Was it? Yeah. Yay!
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Yes.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Yay!
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where
Yeah.
had his co-workers gone?
They
How
were
had he been
erased,
freed
apparently.
From the machine's grasp. What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
It's just the utter irony of this. Like, no one ever
Stanley
will
felt
tell.
the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah, the irony of him saying, "Oh, no one will ever tell Stanley what to do again," and then it says, "And Stanley walked through the open door," and then, "Oh, no one will ever tell Stanley how to feel again," and Stanley was happy. It's still to the end telling you what you're feeling and what you're doing and ordering you around, and the thing is, you follow it because you've got no choice. Okay. I think that's all the endings I'm going to do for the Stanley Parable. There is like 2 more. There's the art ending, which I'm not doing because 4 hours of the baby game is not happening. And the buttons ending, which is something to do with this input stuff.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
No.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm not doing that. I'm just seeing something. I don't know. I've no idea. Something about input, I don't know. But, yeah. If you'd like this video, please do like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe to my channel if you want. I will put an annotation down below for my previous Stanley Parable video for my channel and my gaming playlist so you can watch my other uploads. And I will see you bright-eyed and bushy-tailed in the next video. Bye!